I'm Casper Lewtak. I work with my father here at the shop, working on pipe organs. But yeah, by all means, gonna show you around inside of it. So yeah.
Go ahead. Look at this shop.
In pieces. So. So yeah, back in around 2004, 2005, it was just him and my brother, him and his brother, that started the workshop out of, small little garage. And at the time, the space would be the equivalent of, these 4 squares here was the amount of space we roughly had to work with back then. We moved down here and we worked again out of the garage, but in the house there. And in the meantime, we built up this space so that we would have, all the appropriate machinery, because, you can't fit all these machines downstairs. But this has been a great boon for us in terms of what we've been able to do now. Because, as you can see, just the possibilities now are quite frankly endless.
No kidding. Good. And what's your market? What is your dream customer?
Well, yeah, pretty much. It depends, really. I wouldn't say that there's really any ideal customer. It really is for us more about the instrument itself. So we do everything from servicing to tuning to building entirely new instruments and everything in between. So for example, this is where I would work out of. So this is one of our CNC machines.
Okay, all you fix-it guys, look at this stuff. So what does this do?
So this is essentially a fancy router that lets me cut all sorts of fancy shapes and things out of wood and other materials that we put here. And actually you'll be able to see some of the stuff that I made with this out here.
Okay.
In the staging area. So this is primarily what we would call the dirty area. So all the woodworking that happens here, any kind of spraying that we have to do, basically anything that is just complete dirty mess happens here. And in this way we actually can have a staging area that is a fair bit more clean and keeps everything kind of separate from each other. So.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeffrey. Wow. Jeffrey. Check this out. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Okay, we came to the right place.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gorgeous.
What is this piece?
So this is, no, this is meant for Brazil. And originally it's supposed to go down there in around 2020, something like that. Of course, that didn't pan out. But we'll get it down there eventually. But in the meantime, it definitely serves as an excellent just staging piece to kind of show off what we really enjoy doing and what are capable of.
Is this a new build or?
Yes, new build. Some of the parts in here are from the old instrument. I believe some of the pipes, but overwhelmingly so, a lot of these elements are entirely new. And so for example, these were cast fiberglass and plaster. So we would carve out the negatives, fill it in, and then paint them all, and so on and so forth. There's no really great access back here at the moment. Hold on.
That's all right. It's all right. I can see what's on the floor.
Mm-hmm. So for example, these elements here, this is all laser work right here.
On that machine?
Mm-hmm.
CNC machine?
No, laser machine. I'll show that in a second. What the CNC was used for is actually these blocks right here. And actually, hold on.
The notes.
Let's see.
Oh my goodness. This is the guts. This is the guts.
Let's see if I can't get you out.
Look. I bet you that's a G code. I bet you that's a G note. Look at that.
So, what I would primarily do is that in these blocks, this is actually 3 layers of different blocks. And this is all to let the air pass through into the pipe. And so the topmost block is where the pipe actually sits. There's an intermediary block that kind of serves as a channeling. And then at the very bottom is where all the air enters through. And very often, we have to align all the air channels so that they're all in one row. Of course, the way the pipes sit is usually not, they're of different sizes and whatnot, so we can't exactly line them up the way that we might want to, but, everything of the same note has to play when you press the same key, right? So I have to do the fun work of aligning all the different holes in there, and that's what the CNC is for, because you can't do this by hand. I mean, you can, it'll take you 5 times as long.
And I guess centuries ago, that's how they did it, huh?
Yep,
Those
absolutely.
Great, beautiful old. Wow. And then, of course, let me walk around and get you. I want to go vertical for a second here, Look at this. There's your. That is a beautiful poster. Hold on. Wow. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I can show you a bit of this.
Let me check this out, too.
These are.
So what's this?
Look at these keys. Do you see this?
Oh, wow, man. No, don't. It's liable to fly.
Yeah, we cover this in particular to protect it from things like dust and whatnot.
Let me get around you.
But you can really see in the back here all the different mechanical components.
Holy moly. Oh, my goodness.
This is technology.
This is incredible. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
8 in the morning and working till midnight.
Wow. So, all of this stuff here is for Chapel by the Sea. And we see how you build stuff. Wow. So that's our little IKEA project, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, some assembly required. Further from you might say, the woodworking shop. Here's where all the pipe work and electronics work really happens. Of course, you have all the various pipes that we have. And then just...
It's a Thursday. Why aren't there elves everywhere working?
Well, as it so happens, sometimes the elves need to go on vacation.
Yeah. We're on a little vacation road trip ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I just happen to be in the area. In the area a couple hours away.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whoa.
definitely worth it.
I thought this was diesel exhaust over here. Turns out. Oh, man. So say that again?
So these elements here, these elements, this, and this side element here was all carved out on the CNC.
Wow. That's intricate stuff. Beautiful, thank you. Ooh.
And so we have two laser cutters here.
Whoa. Whoa.
I can actually show you.
And that's a laser cutter.
Yep.
Look, Jim. Look at this. Whoa.
And so we can cut out, of course this is fairly straightforward, this is just pieces that we might have needed. But it lets us do things like this, which in turn gets all used for whole different bits and pieces in the organ. The leather is actually a bit of a unique material for us. There are just certain things that you need a certain level of, airtight. You don't want it to be too airtight. You want some air to go through, but you don't want, to be a leaky sieve. And leather turns out to be an excellent material for something like this.
That is
Sweet. Awesome. Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
One final really does happen.
Uh-oh. Here we got the little tweets here. Deet, deet. Oh, look. Okay, all you woodworkers, try this. Holy moly, look at this.
The keys on that organ that he put unwrapped.
Oh, this is the sound room. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Whoa.
The sound room.
Oh, yeah. We got a test to make every one, right?
Yep.
Look at this, Jeff. Look at them.
When the pipes are made,
Look
they're
at the names.
actually, let me show you. The pipes themselves are made. Certain things are left to us to decide how we want the pipe to sound. So for example, this right here is called the mouth. And this will actually be cut a little too short. And so we decide ultimately where we want this to be cut so that that will decide the timbre and really how this pipe in particular will sound. Oh, and that's what this machine is for. Oh, that's set to U. Let's see if any of them are in tune still.
Do you know que got the vida? Wait a minute. Look at it.
They just drop it in place and it's ready to test. And
Yep. And this is also an excellent demonstration of how kind of everything comes together here. You can see where the air reservoir is. And you can see how, for example, when you play a lot of the lower notes, and this really acts so that the air pressure remains constant at all times while you're playing.
I see the weights on the end there. I guess that gives you more.
Yep. It gives you, yeah, so you can actually adjust the pressure. It's usually, well, we measure it in millimeters of mercury, so it's some very small amount, usually around 80 or so, which in PSI would be like
Awesome.
1, barely. I don't know the conversion on that too well.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Something so ancient yet modern technology to make it work.
There's all sorts of fancy tools to help us with the voicing.
My goodness. I am in awe of this shop. It's pure, one of the cleanest and most perfect shops I've ever seen.
We do try to keep things somewhat orderly and tidy. It makes
Nice.
figuring out how everything is going a lot easier.
Sure. Okay. Well,
Thank you very much.
thank you. Thank you so much. And I know our congregants back home are going to love this little tour of your little shop in the hills.
It's so little.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you.
No,
Appreciate it.
thank you.